very good stead because Talking Texas scored 43 points in this game times 2. That's 86 points. That's less than 90.
Selena Cruz with the inbound. Harvey Carey doing a good job of batting it away, but the story here in the first 2 quarters of play has really been Barangay Ginebra getting this sizable lead here, 56-43, and it has been a team effort, Quinito.
That's right, and getting a good lift from the Fast and the Furious. They're back in business.
Well, Cheska is with Mark Kagiwa.
Of course, Mark Kagiwa. You know, Tex is always an offensive threat. In the previous game, 7 of their players scored double digits. What do you need to do to make sure that they do not repeat that performance tonight?
Well, same thing. Last game we were up by 16 or 17 at the first half, and they won second half. So same thing. Do what we're doing and be more aggressive on defense and play a lot smarter.
All right, and now the Fast and the Furious are back together on the court again. What kind of impact do you think this has on the team and on the fans, because they are loving it?
It's always easy when Jay gets back. He makes the game a lot more easier, especially for the other guards and the other players. There's no pressure when you're trying to pressure him, and everything is calm. Like not just JJ.
All right, thank you, Mark. Good luck. All right, more PBA action coming your way, so keep it here on Solar TV.
They're back with us here inside the Big Dome, and after 2 quarters of play, Barangay Ginebra with a baker's dozen advantage here, 56-43, as they were on fire in the first half. Paulo Trella alongside Quinito Henson, and a lot of guys really stepping up here for Barangay Ginebra.
A lot of guys, but it's been team effort. And we're not just talking of Barangay Ginebra that's sitting on a lead, but also talking Tex. But I think the key for Ginebra's early surge here is that they're playing tough defense. They've held Talking Tex to just 35% shooting from the floor. Plus, they've also limited Talking Tex to just 5 assists.
Well, let's take a look and review our Dean's List that we discussed at the top of the coverage, Quinito. And we'll start out here with Barangay Ginebra.
Well, for Barangay Ginebra, we talked about their team, now or never. They haven't done a good job of protecting the interior. Talking Tex getting out of points from the inside. But they have managed not to give Talking Tex room to breathe. And you check out the assist-to-turnover ratio. Barangay Ginebra, so much better a performance in terms of assists to turnovers. Outside artillery, you see the stats there. Talking Tex, not a single 3-point conversion so far. And Ginebra already with 5 knockdowns.
On the other hand, for Talking Tex to make a comeback here in the second half, what do they have to look into?
Well, Barangay Ginebra had 2 check marks out of 3. Talking Tex has 2 X marks out of 3. Relievers have not been on fire. Coach Otres pleading, begging for production from the bench. He's not getting it yet. Not as much as Ginebra is getting from the relievers. Fouling with a purpose, that's a big X mark. Ginebra's gone to the line 16 times and they've canned 15 free throws. While Talking Tex, they've gone 9 out of 12. But they've done a good job of controlling the offensive rebounds. Offensive rebounds, they've got 10 so far in this game against 4 for Ginebra. Second chance points, 4 for the Talking Texers, none for Barangay Ginebra. So that's 1 check mark out of 3 for the Talking Texers.
Well, Coach Jongy Chico staying with that small lineup here, 4 guards, as you mentioned, on the floor. And look at this, for Talking Tex, Coach Chot Reyes starting out with Alapag and Castro together with Cardona.
I think Coach Otres realizing that small lineup Barangay Ginebra is causing Talking Tex a lot of problems. So he'll try to match up. Speed for speed.
Ranidel De Ocampo outside to Alapag. Castro. Oh, the Maestro extricating, but he will not get the basket.
Now back in the first half, Ronald Tubit and Sandy Salvacion both were scoreless. So Coach Joseph Chico is hoping that they explode here in the second half.
10 on the shot clock, Selena Cruz. Now the Saint with some hang time. One more try, nope. And here come the white shirts. Talking Tex on the run. Mac Cardona with a hook.
That's 8 points now for him.
He's got 8. And the lead cut to 11 points, 56-45.
Now Barangay Ginebra had the edge in fast break points in the first half, 8-2. But you would expect the Talking Texers to really step on the gas in this half. They've got the depth to be able to do that.
Well, we have a report here from Chicky, who's at courtside. Chicky?
Thank you, Paolo. The first half stats is something that Coach Chot doesn't like to look at. The Tropang Texter shot 0 of 13 from three-point area and had one fast break attempt only in the first half. Here in the second half, message of Coach Chot was simple. Ginebra didn't make major adjustments. We just don't want to play defense. So make stops and take away their layups. Going over to Ginebra, wish of the coaching staff is for the Gin Kings to continue their first half performance here in the second, specifically their defense on Castro and Alabag, their transition game, and lastly, their good free throw shooting. Paolo?
All right, thank you, Chicky. So, coaches have spoken. Coach Chot Reyes keeping it simple.
That's right, they need to play good defense. That's what he was saying. And for Barangay Ginebra to score 56 points, that's something that's in the back of Coach Chot Reyes' mind. But a flop there has been called on Ronald Tubid, and he continues to play defense against Mac Cardona.
Kevin White fouling Alapag.
And that's an interesting matchup. Kevin White was actually a second-round draft choice of Talking Text last August. Didn't make the team. Found himself in the roster of Barangay Ginebra. His mother is Jimmy Alapag's sister. So he's Kevin Alapag White. And now he's guarding his uncle.
They're matched up here, but down low it's Ranidel taking Enrico Villanueva at the post. So Talking Text scoring on 4 points, and an early timeout called by Coach Jong Uchiko at the 10:05 mark. He'll talk things over with his guys. Third quarter action here. Barangay Ginebra with the basketball. Here's Villanueva outside to Tubid. Short on the attempt, but Salvacion was there. In an early timeout called here by Coach Jong Uchiko Quinito, as Talking Text scoring 4 quick points to start the third quarter.
That's right. And those two baskets that Talking Text scored were hardly contested. And I think that's what Coach Joseph Ejik wanted to remind his players, that you've got to contest, you've got to challenge it. Kevin White just gave up the foul on the shot. It'll be a three-point play opportunity here for his uncle, Jimmy Alapag.
Tito Jimmy.
Not a good sign here for Barangay Ginebra. And Eric Meg checking in, JJ Helterbrand. So, you know, I think that Coach Joseph Ichico has a lot of aces up his sleeves. I mean, in the first half, you remember Cyrus Baguio at 8 points. He only played 5 minutes in that entire first half.
Well, interesting, and we'll see how the players are continued to be paced here as we turn you over now to Cheska at courtside.
You guys were talking about Jimmy and Kevin earlier on. Well, you know what? Jimmy, like, part of him is really happy that Kevin is playing for Ginebra and doing well, but the other part sees only yellow and blue during the game, so whoever the opponent is, he's going to do his best to stop whoever they are. Now, Kevin and Jimmy actually have a joke that they're still family, except on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Paolo and Quinito?
Okay, and today is a Wednesday, so... Oh, and Alapag now with a three-pointer. Talking Text making a run here. Only a few minutes gone by in the third quarter, and already this lead is chopped down to 5 points.
You know, Alapag went scoreless in the first half. The same thing with Ronald Tubid. And I think Alapag has now answered the bell here. Waxing hot, but
what
not yet Tubid.
What a pass by Alapag to Harvey Carey, and what a comeback by Talking Text. With still 8:37 in the third quarter, now it's only down to a 3-point lead for Ginebra, 58-55. Well, for our sports fans out there, get a chance to win their exclusive and limited 20 and 10 PBA calendar featuring your favorite PBA players and the girls of Solar TV when you watch the PBA games live at the venue.
Harvey Carey with a putback.
And Talking Text is fighting back here, Quinito.
They're on a rampage. And everything is fueled by that full court press. And they're making it difficult now for Barangay Ginebra to get the easy open shots.
And what a comeback. The halftime lead for Barangay Ginebra stood at 13 points. We're still over 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter, and already it's chopped down to just a single 1-point lead.
There's JJ Helterbrand answering back. But he never